Hey guys, my name is Joey Thomas, entrepreneur and small business educator here with 17 Hats. Now for today's video, I'm going to talk about two things that sound very much alike, but the distinction is really important. And it's customer service versus customer experience. We all know if you run a small business, you know the first thing that goes through your mind is, oh, I want to give great customer service. And that's essential. The more a client feels heard, the more they feel taken care of and valued, we know the better their satisfaction. But as important as customer service is, excellent customer experience has a much greater impact on long-term loyalty and getting referrals. So what's the difference really, right, by definition? For example, if you're a small business getting a fast response to an initial client inquiry, that's great customer service. Once they're a client, if you go above and beyond your promises to them, that's great client experience. Okay? So it's easy to find businesses that offer great customer service, but the ones that offer a great experience, it's few and far between. So a great client experience, it really is the single best way to differentiate yourself in a crowded market, and you could grow your reach exponentially because they go from just satisfied clients to trumpet blowers, people who are spreading the word about your business everywhere. And that's what we want ultimately. So let's dive into this a little bit. Let's look at a couple of examples using a makeup artist small business as an example. Okay, so here's example one. So you guys follow me here. I'm going to go over two different examples so that you can hear the difference between customer service and customer experience or client experience. Okay, in example one, the client fills out a lead form, and after a couple of days of not hearing back, the prospect picks up the phone and calls the makeup artist directly. Now, the person answered the phone and is very kind, very informative, and made it very easy to book. So let's pause here. That's an example of good customer service. Okay? Now, they didn't hear back after the inquiry, but when they called, it was good customer service. Okay, so once they became a client, they didn't receive any communication even before the day of the service. So the client actually texts the small business owner or the makeup artist, and they got a prompt response and they confirmed the details. But do you see a little pattern here? The business owner is good at communicating when they're contacted directly, but they aren't very good at doing the little extra that it takes for the client to feel comfortable with the whole process. So let's move on. The client arrives on location. There's no one to greet them and just a sign that says, "Please wait here." She waits, and when it was her turn to get her makeup done, the service was done on time and it was enjoyable and the results were great. So after the service, she never hears from the makeup artist again. Now, she got what she wanted, she got what she paid for, so ultimately, you're probably not going to get a bad review here because the results were good, but she never heard from the makeup artist again. So now, let's contrast that. Let's take the same scenario and tweak it just a little bit, and I want you to pay attention to the differences, okay? Let's start way at the beginning at the client inquiry. So a prospect sends an initial inquiry to a makeup artist. Immediately, the prospect receives an email thanking the client for the inquiry and includes a very short questionnaire that helps her share her needs better. At the end of that email, it lets the prospect know that she will be receiving a phone call within the next couple of days asking her what time of the day is a better fit. Especially for something like a wedding, something that's a little bit more detailed, a phone call would really help. So they asked her what time of the day is a better fit. Okay, so the prospect receives a phone call, all the questions were answered, and she booked the service. Now, once the service was booked, she now receives a couple of emails or texts before the day of the service. One email was to welcome her to the family and offered a gift certificate to the makeup artist's favorite makeup brand. She was elated to get the confirmation of her payment the welcome, and even a little surprise gift certificate. That was more than she asked for. Now, another email comes 2 days before the service to confirm the time and includes a short downloadable guide with a few tips just to prep for the session, such as drinking plenty of water to hydrate her skin, right? So the client now arrives to the location where she's greeted either by the makeup artist herself or an assistant. She's given a lookbook where she can view various types of looks and get a better idea for what she would like for herself. She's also offered a beverage as she waits. Now, the session begins and she gets her makeup done and it goes incredibly well. A couple of days later, the client receives a thank you email along with a promotion to use for the next time she visits. It even includes links to products that were recommended during the visit. And then a couple of days after that, she gets an email asking for a testimonial and a referral. This makeup artist even includes a special offer or a referral link to the people that she refers. So if we look at both scenarios, in the first scenario, there was good customer service and the service was done. She was happy with the final result, and that was it. In the second scenario, she had an incredible client experience, from questionnaires to emails leading up to it, value that was added before the call, before the service was done, during the service, and after. See, although the first one was left with a happy client, the second scenario is a client who is excited to share what you are doing with the world. And that's what helps you go from good to great. So guys, this is the difference between a good customer service and a great client experience. So I know that you get the picture, right? And I'm going to go over that one more time. In scenario one, there was good customer service. The interactions were good. It was informative. It was kind. The service was rendered, right? And she was happy. But in scenario two, scenario two is a much more connected approach to onboarding the client. It offered value, it built trust, it made the client just feel special, right? And so now that we know what the differences are, the question to you is, what are you going to do today to create an incredible client experience? Know the distinction between the two. Good customer service, it's nice, but it's really not enough to get people to become raving fans of your brand. So go out there today, take a look at where you can make some tweaks to help your client feel a lot more comfortable and valued through the whole cycle, through the whole experience that they have with you. So guys, several steps of the client experience can actually be automated, and it can be accomplished by simple automations through 17 Hats. You know, it's a proactive approach to make your client feel valued every step of the way. And you can do that by just doing automated emails, maybe a reminder to send out a gift, maybe a reminder to send out a PDF, or a PDF that's included with an email, whatever it might be. Make it simple and systemize it. The more you make it systematic, the more you work it into your system, the easier it's going to be, and you don't have to remember the steps for every single client. So guys, I hope that distinction between customer service and a great client experience was clear. And I hope you're going to go out there and make some changes to give every one of your clients a great experience. Well, thank you again, guys. Go ahead and like this video, subscribe to the 17 Hats channel, and turn on that notification bell. I'll be back with more videos just like this. Till next time, guys. See you again soon.